So hey guys, welcome back to another quick one from God of YouTube. So yeah, I'm just going to give you a quick one now. So obviously this one is obviously about the a little piece of technology that I bought, which is it's linked into the wave maker. So obviously there's loads of different wave makers and different settings and add-ons and little mods that you can buy with them. Obviously some people, they prefer more powerful ones, and some people prefer static ones where you can't adjust them or anything, you know what I mean, they just stay at one particular setting. Whereas obviously this one, it's built in actually to a little box which is under here, which obviously it comes with a little sticker, and obviously there's loads of different settings. As you can see, you've got on the pump side, you can have it going fast, or you can have it turn it down to to really slow, depending on how much flow you want in the tank. There's mode and night setting. So mode, you've got W1, W2, else, H and C. Now for a lot of reefers out there, they would mostly stick between else and H. So else is more like a pulse. You can set it to a sharp pulse, or you can set it to like a slow pulse. And you'd set it to else, and then depending on how fast you want the pulse, use right here. So at the moment I've got it on number 4. So that's kind of like, it's not too slow, it's not too fast, it's just right. Because eventually I am going to want to keep soft corals, and to keep most soft corals, they require between a medium to high pulse. So whereas others, they require more. So obviously they're fairly easy to set up. So obviously you can rotate to wherever you want it. You've just got to find a specific point. You just plonk it in the tank to where you specifically going to want it. It goes, there's a magnet on the other side which just fixes it to the glass. One wire then goes down into the electrics, as you can see. The other wire goes into the box, which also then splits off and gives power to the box itself. You can also lock it as well, so if you've got kids or etc. that tend to fiddle with buttons, you just press that lock and hold it in for a certain amount of seconds, and it just locks the whole device, and you can't, you can't, it's impossible unless you know how to do it to gain access. Obviously I'm not going to do it because obviously I'm still
don't want to know.
getting used to it as such. I only know this because I have read the instructions, which I would say, if you're not sure, always ask your pet supplier, and definitely always read the instructions that come with it. So yeah, and obviously while I think I've got time, just a few little gadgets as well.
That's a guess it video.
Which I won't show you. See?
That one we can't do. That one's already in a video.
Yeah,
we are doing a video on that one.
So I'm going to turn that one around. Almost done. Almost.
What's all this you've got on the top?
So yeah, so obviously this is obviously what I've had. So this is stability. And it's a new tank stabilisation system for marine and freshwater. So basically, any sort of chemical that you'd probably want to get, so tap safe or anything like that. This is an all-round one, but this is more. It's like a stronger version. So it's rapidly and safely establishes biofilter. So it boosts your filter up, ready for the long journey ahead. And it also prevents new tank syndrome. So sometimes your water can be very harsh on your fish. Your fish will get stressed. It causes all kinds of problems, diseases, and then in the end your fish die. So that stops that from happening. It's also good as well for especially with saltwater marine setup. So when people tell you, oh, you can't, when you're setting up, you can't add fish and that, you can. Now the trick is, if you wanted, say, because this has been set up for 5 days, obviously there's 2 chemicals on the market. One is called Dr. Tim's, which is a very, very good solution. I'm still getting used to that one, but you do have to use it in conjunction with another one. Or you can use Stability. Now I like to use Stability because for me, I think it makes the water more clearer. It puts all the beneficial bacteria into your filters, etc. But it also, it's just an all-round thing basically, and it's not expensive. And obviously if you wanted to add a fish, you can, as long as you follow the diagram on the bottle, which it does say how much you should put in for how many litres, and I think it's up to 7 days, and when you do a water change as well. Or if you've been treating fish, because they've got colours in, which is normally a green or a blue, once you put your carbons back in, etc., put a bit of that in, and that actually takes all that nasty colouring out of the water. But yeah, so obviously that's a bit about that. Now this, obviously this is, I had this off a mate. I tried to repair a fish tank a long time ago. It's proper aquarium, silicone, because it was cracked at the bottom, and obviously I bought it, my mate gave it me at the time, but I'd already gone out and bought it one anyway. I think this is a clear one, or a black one, I think it is, black silicone. But I wanted to use a clear, and I'd got a clear, so I didn't actually use that. But it's very good stuff. Stinks to high heaven, but quite good. Pipette, or as we know, turkey baster, I normally use that for blowing debris off the rocks, or when you've got corals, you can use it for feeding them, or blowing any algae around things like zoas and things like that. Because a lot of corals, if you know, especially with hammers or toadstools, they constantly regrow their skin, so their polyps won't come out. But if you can try and just blow the dead skin off the top, they'll come back straight away. Long pair of tweezers, so if I need to pick up anything that's died, or I need to direct feed up a certain thing, I just grab it, straight in there, feed it, not a problem. Right, so, and then obviously these are all different heads. So you've got a blade scraper, you've got just a normal plastic blunt scraper, and then you've got a sifter. Now they go onto this, which is a nice little easy tool. So this one on here is for getting the algae from the sides of the tank. If I wanted to, which is quite easy, just press that button. You've got to be really careful with these. You just press that button, put the new head into there like that, as you do. And then, say for example, you've got really hard algae growing on the side. Because you've got the blade, obviously you can then put it in and scrape it off the surface of the tank. I don't normally use them. I normally only really get to use that because I like to keep my tank clean all the time. So I don't let the algae build up too much. So I'll only really need to use that. What else have we got? I'll just quickly pop that back in there, as you do. Okay.
Well, I think just for the timing of this, I think anything that's in the bottom will need to be covered in a different video.
Yes.
You've got something stuffed down the side though, we can quickly cover that.
Yeah. So, just a quick one, guys. So, obviously this is a prime gravel cleaner. We all know what that does, so that just goes on the bottom and cleans all the debris or unwanted food and dirt out of the gravel, and then it just gets siphoned out the tank into a bucket, and then you get rid of it. I can't be no clearer on what that's used for. So, but yeah. So anyway, guys, that's just another brief bit on that. I'll do another video at some point on the rest of the stuff at the bottom, as you can see. But like I say, don't forget to like and subscribe, and anything you've got, you know, any comments, don't forget to link them below. And I shall see you all next time, guys. As I say, take care.